Corporate VIP Club. You are our VIP member, and VIP members get the best. Get the best of the best of the best. You deserve the best. You deserve the best service. You deserve the best advice. You deserve the best of everything. I mean, you are a VIP member. You are huge, okay? You are huge. You are bigger than big. And that is why you are in the Bonde Corporate VIP Club. Thank you for being a member, and we really appreciate your presence. As we continue to bring you the best, as we continue to give you great video marketing advice, remember, being a member of the VIP Club means you get free advice on video advertising. We source the best information that we can. We build into our platform the best advice that we can source in order to help you to make better decisions. The more information you have, the better the quality of decisions you will make in your business advertising efforts. This is very, very important to make sure that you have the highest quality of information, because the highest quality of information means you are going to make the highest quality of business decisions in terms of advertising, video advertising, online. That is what we intend to help you achieve. Today, we are going to talk about the story format video advertising. We are going to talk about, more specifically, how to create beautiful stories. How do you actually create them? The other time we were talking about the importance and the difference between the traditional old method of video advertising and the story format video advertising model. And we were saying, hey, what are the advantages? What are the disadvantages of using the old method, which is outdated? I think those disadvantages are already well documented. But now focusing on the advantages of story format video advertising. That's what we talked about the last time. Go back into our playlist and check that video where I talk about the advantages of the story format video advertising method. It's available online. Check it out. But today, we are going to take it a step further. We are going to talk about how do you create these different types of stories? Where do these stories come from? I mean, you can look at your company, you can look at your product, you look at your business, and then you ask yourself, where do you even start? Where are these stories? How do you even come up with these stories? Where are they? You know, you might think of one or two, but that's pretty much it. You might find yourself stuck trying to think, here is my business. Here's my company that I've been running for a long time. Where are the stories? Where are the stories, Bonde? And how do I get them out? How do I bring them out and let the people hear them? And let me capture my market. Let me capture my industry. Let's start. I'm going to give you a list, a number of areas where you can have fun. And showrunners can help you get that value out of those stories, help you dig in. And that's really the job of showrunners, to help you really get those stories enhanced. But let's see the different types of stories that one can develop. Where are they? Let's dig them out. Let's find them. Okay, let's go gold mining, story mining. Okay, digging for our gold, digging for our story. Okay, number one. Here's the story that you can develop. What are the benefits? What are the full benefits? Each and every benefit that a customer can get out of your product, your service, your project, or your brand, however you want to have it, or your event. What can you list? The benefits exactly as they are. Can you list the full benefits? Now, each and every one of those benefits can be turned into a story. Don't worry, it's easy when you have a showrunner working with you to cook up that story and to bring it out so that you can see it. But bear in mind, each and every single benefit of your product or your service or your project or your brand or your event can be turned into a story. Take my word for it. That's what I do for a living. I'm a showrunner too. That's what I do. Creatively working with each benefit, I can develop a story. Remember what showrunners do. Showrunners are creative people. They are good at script writing. They are good at creative thinking, at storytelling. So you're in good hands with our showrunners. That was number one. Number two, how does it work? How does it work? How does your product work? How does it get the job done? How does your service work? How does your project work? Right? How does your event work or brand? How it works is another valuable source of storytelling which can be engaging for your customers so that they can be able to engage on a much deeper level in terms of how your product works. A lot of people use your products and your services and around the world, but they don't know how they work. It's not so much just because you want them to know how it works, but it's more about the appreciation. It's like when they explain to you how a Rolex watch works, how it was designed, the craftsmanship, how it actually gets the job done, what the intricate details about the machinery within the Rolex watch, for example. It creates immense appreciation for the product. And I've seen how brands like these and how we also do for our clients, I've seen how we take time to explain how something works, how your product works, how your service works, how all of a sudden there is a newfound appreciation, newfound love and understanding for your brand, for your product, for your service. Watch the videos on YouTube about how Rolex works and how it's made, the craftsmanship. You will be filled with love. The major brands that are very successful in the world always take advantage of this very fact of how does it work? How does your product work? How does your service work? Get into it and let us appreciate. Number 4. What are the latest trends in your market? What are the latest trends in your market? What's to look for? What am I looking for? What should I be looking out for? What has happened in the past? What were the past trends? How have they advanced? Right? What are the trends today? Right? What are the projected trends coming in the future? Right? That helps me feel as a customer that I am part of a dynamic world, a dynamic and beautiful, ever-changing and ever-interesting world of yours as a brand, as a service, as a product, as a project, or as an event. Talking about the trends in your, or creating stories about trends in your market, in your industry, helps customers to feel that they are part of something dynamic, something interesting, something fantastic, something ever, interesting and changing and beautiful. And of course, it makes your customers feel trendy, feel like they are up to date. So yes, we can create stories about the trends and make the link between the trends and your company and how your company is meeting the trends. Beautiful stories. Number 5, how customers can use your product or service properly. Creating stories about how customers can use your product or service properly, how they should use your event properly, how to take advantage of your event or your product or your service properly. A lot of the times, customers feel that they are either not using the product effectively or properly, or they feel like they're not getting the best out of your product or your service that you're providing them. And that could be very, very dangerous for you. And remember, some customers actually may not be getting the best that they can get out of your product or your service or your event. You want to maximize the ability of your customers to actually use. Create stories about how they can actually maximize that value. And remember, when you maximize that value, what happens? Customers feel that there was value for the money they put in. The money they put in then is maximized in terms of the experience of your product or your service or your event or your project and the value that they derive out of it. But you need to give your customers that extra skill, that extra ability to say, how do you maximize the benefit of your product or service? So we create stories around that. We create a story. Then your customer can be able to follow the story and align with your story. Understand your story, align with it, and start acting out that story. Fascinating, isn't it? What is your business and life philosophy? That's number 6. Your business and life philosophy. When customers buy into you, into your brand, they also buy into it on an emotional level, on an aspirational level. Your customers actually want to see you succeed. Believe it or not, your customers love you. If your customers are buying from you, it means they love you. And if they love you, it means they want to see you succeed. And if they want to see you succeed, it means they want to see you do better and greater so that they can benefit more and so they can be happier, so that you can give them better service and better products and better happiness. And so the more successful you get, the happier and more filled with anticipation they have about you and your brand. and the more they feel great about associating with your brand. Customers want to associate with successful brand or succeeding brands. If they can see you succeeding over time, they love that association. They can speak about you with pride. So share your business philosophy and your life philosophy as a business owner with your customers. It's so important. It's so important. You will never, ever, find any other thing that can bring such pride and joy of association with a brand, like when you share your business philosophy or your life philosophy with your customers. Seriously sharing it with them. That's another story. We can take that story, package it as showrunners, and take it out to the market. Right? What are your business values? Integrity, honesty, amazing customer service. Do you actually live up to those things? Do you actually have integrity? Do you actually have honesty? Right? Do you actually have amazing customer service? Do you listen to customers? Do you care about what a customer is feeling? What they want to say to you? Do you? And you can't cheat there. Because if you're not, even if you say it in a story, hey, customers will find you out and say, you're lying. But if it's true, then we need to make a story about it. We need to get a video story about that. We need to make a story about that. We need to get a video story done about that. And if you're not honest and having good customer service, then don't create the video. Don't create a story, because then you'll be lying. But if you're honest and you really care, you can talk about many different kinds of business values. Are you always on time? Do you value time? Do you value quality? Let's get into that world. Let's talk about those business values that you have. Let's build a story out of them. Let's take it to the market. Take it online. Let the people see it. And start converting people into customers and growing your business. Right? What is your business culture? Culture. Culture is a very interesting word, isn't it? It's beautiful. When you think culture, what do you think? What comes to your mind? What comes to your mind? Culture. How we live. How we live. How we treat our employees. How we treat each other. Our traditions. Right? Every year we wish all our customers a happy Christmas, happy New Year, happy I don't know, those other holidays, the Muslim holidays, the Hindu holidays, the Jewish holidays. That's culture. That's culture. Do you ever wish your customers happy birthday on their birthday? Do you ever wish them happy Easter? Huh? Happy Freedom Day, happy Independence Day, happy. That's part of culture. Communication. The life. The life of your community. The community which is you and your customers and your stakeholders and everybody else. The culture. How much do you communicate on other cultural topics and wishing people well, right? Just for the love of wishing them well. Not because you're just trying to sell a product at that point. No, at that point you're not trying to sell, you're just trying to communicate and have fun and and show the common humanity that you have with everyone. Culture. Your culture incorporates your corporate social responsibility. What are you doing in your community? Giving to charity, for example, right? Helping young people in your community for free. Helping old people who need help for free, right? Contributing to your community, to society, your culture. We create stories around that. Those stories, they show the humanity of your company. They show the humanity of your brand. They show the humanity of your project, your event. We need to capture those stories, and we can help you package them and get them up there. Very, very important. Very, very important. That's culture. That's number 8. Number 9. What are your business achievements? Your business achievements. What have you? Every little achievement. It can be a small one. You just bought a new machine. You just opened up a new channel. You've just got an award. You've just been recognized. You've just gotten a letter of recommendation. You just got a testimonial, right? Every single little achievement of your business, your company, your organization needs to be shared with the world, because the world around you wants to share that with you. The world around you wants to celebrate with you, and your customers want to celebrate with you, I promise you, because remember, when they see you succeeding, they also feel like they are succeeding, and they love the association that they have with your company, with your organization, with your brand. Achievements. How do we take those achievements and then we cook them up into a beautiful story and share it with the world? Point number 10. Who are some of your best employees? Celebrating and appreciating and thanking publicly some of your best employees, all of them. Very, very important. Creating beautiful stories around that, about your stars. Remember, your employees are your stars. They are your stars, on this stage. They are the stars. They are the ones that are entertaining the masses. They're the ones who are taking care of your customers. How do we create stories around that to be able to show appreciation and celebration of your best employees ever? Very, very important. And it shows the humanity of your company as well. And it shows that you're not an arrogant boss. An arrogant boss who just takes all the credit and does not celebrate and appreciate his best employees. That is bad. But if you're a good leader, a good business owner, celebrate your employees, and we can take that, create beautiful stories and share it with the world. Number 11. Feature your business partners on your channel and talk about why you work with them. Your business partners, feature them on your channel. Every company, every organization, every event, every product has partners. We all work with partners. No one exists alone in the sky, floating in the air. We all have partners. How do you celebrate your business partners? The people who are key to you being successful today, who are standing side by side with you right now today. Those are the companies. Those are the people, the companies, the brands. Those partner brands, those partner companies. Feature them. Talk about them. Talk about how great they are. Let's create a beautiful story. Let's create an interview with them. Take that, package it. Beautiful animations. Take it, put it on your channel. Let your customers see and value and appreciate that you have strong and powerful partners. Your partners will appreciate it and your customers will appreciate it. Your customers will see that you are a great organization. And most importantly, your customers will see that you associate with incredible partners. So incredible partners that you have, featuring them on your channel is a good thing. It's a very good thing. It shows the public that you partner with only the best. And that's what you want to show. An old saying, what does it say? It says, show me your partners and I will show you your future. Okay. The slightly older one says, show me your friends and I will show you your future. But in the business world, we say, show me your partners and I will show you your future. For me, it's a question of much more greatly appreciating those days, talking about those days, not just saying, hey, happy Earth Day. Yeah, that's the one. That's one of the international days, Earth Day. What do you say about Earth Day? It's not just about saying happy Earth Day, sharp, thank you, bye-bye. No. Show appreciation for Earth Day. Speak about Earth Day. Create a story. We need to create an interesting day about Earth Day. How does your brand, how does your company, your organization view and appreciate Earth Day? What is it? What do you say about it? Again, this is where the showrunner comes in with their sharp minds focused on storytelling, creativity, script writing, and they can create a beautiful story that associates your brand and Earth Day and actually appreciating it. Something that we are all expected to appreciate. Point number 13. Interviewing your best customers and showcasing them on your channel. I mean, we're talking about your regular customers, featuring them there, telling your customer stories. Your customers have stories. They have stories about, and what kind of stories are we talking about? They have stories about how your product or your service or your brand or your project or your event has affected their lives, how it has changed their lives, and how it has impacted their daily lives or their business lives or whatever. Those stories are most wanted. They're so beautiful. We need to capture those stories, bring them in, and package them properly. Right? This will help those customers feel appreciated, but on top of that, right? Other customers will be able to relate. Other customers will be able to say, my life was changed in the same way or in a similar way. Stories. If you've got the eye for it, you've got the ear for it, you can be able to create a story. Number 14. Feature trade events and other events that are relevant to your business or your product or your brand and your service. There are different types of events that happen out there. They can be trade events. They can be any other kind of an event that is related to your business. We need to package those stories and also put them out there. And it helps to create an ecosystem. It helps to create an environment And if you think about it, all these points that I've been talking about, from 1 to 14, they all help to create an environment, a world, a beautiful environment, an ecosystem that allows your customers and potential customers to enter into that world, into that ecosystem that you have built, and live in harmony, live in there and relax and say they are happy and enjoy being in that world. This is only one part, the storytelling, the story creation part that the showrunners will help you to create is one part of the ecosystem, but by far one of the most important parts of your ecosystem, because it speaks to communication, it speaks to the language, it speaks to the imagination, it speaks to tapping into that imagination and making it go wild with your brand. And that is very valuable. That is part of how you raise the value. Raising the value of your brand, your product, or service, or project, or event, or whatever it is. So, talk to us. Talk to us. Let's get a showrunner to work with you and to start developing storylines. So now you're not stuck anymore. Now you can see it. Now you know all the different areas, and there could be even more where stories can be created. The only thing that's left now is for us to start. So, tell me, when do we start? Comment, share, talk to us, and let's get started. Let's get going. Let's get the stories going on your business. Thank you, and see you on the flip side.